Welcome to episode 30 of the tutorial series Livewire 3 from scratch. My name is William Juma. In this episode, I would like us to talk about using Suite Alert in Livewire 3 as a way of showing notifications. I want us to go right ahead and create a component. So I'm going to run the command php artisan make livewire, and then I'm going to call our component Suite Alert. Of course, you can call it anything else. Of course, that you create for us a livewire class, and it will also create for us a blade, sort of like livewire blade component. So I want us to go ahead also and include the Suite Alert CDN link, and this I'm going to copy from suitealert2.github.io. And so I'm going to copy this one whereby we have the installation. So I want to paste it in our layouts, that is views, components, layouts, app.blade. I'll just paste it in the head section, and then I'm going to save. So now we can be able to use the Suite Alert in our components. So let me go ahead and also create a route for the component that we have created. The name of our component is Suite Alert. So here I'm going to pass in the class Suite Alert, and then of course for the route, let me have it as Suite-alert, alert, like that. After that, I need to import the Livewire class above here. Some of these things are things that you have done again and again, so just to ensure that we enhance whatever it is that you have learned previously. Now, if I'm to visit / that is localhost 8000 / Suite Alert, we are having something that looks like this. So let me go ahead and add some buttons to our alert, and I'm going to open the Livewire component view, which is inside which is inside Livewire, the folder Livewire. We're going to have Suite Alert, and here I want to have some 2 buttons. The first button with a class of btn success, and this one I want it to be a button for saving data, so it can be a button that you're using in a form to save data. Then I want to have this other button, which I want it to have a class of btn danger, which we are going to use it as a delete button. So in these 2 buttons, we are going to have a Suite Alert when the button called save is clicked. And in this case, we will have it almost at the end of saving of our data. So after we have done everything, and it's a place where maybe we intend to show maybe the way we usually show flash messaging. Now instead of flash messaging, we can be able to show the Suite Alert. So I want us to have a method here, a click handler. So we are going to have wire click, and then we are going to hit the endpoint save. I want to handle this first button first, and then we will handle the other. Maybe even the title here I can change and just call it the title of whatever it is that we are working on. So sweet alert, like that. So after that, if I'm to refresh, now we have our two buttons. I need to create inside our Livewire class to create a method for handling save when we click that button. So I'm going to open the folder Livewire and scroll to where we have sweetalert.php. Inside here, I want us to create another function. So you can have function save, like that. And I want when this function is hit, of course, if we are saving, probably we will save some data in the database. And then after that, now we reach at a point where we're supposed to maybe do a notification. And in this case, we are notifying using the sweet alert. So what I'm going to do after we have done the saving of our data, in this case, I want us to dispatch an event. So this dispatch, and then of course we can be able to pass in the name of the event. I want to call it swirl, just like that. And then I want this event, when we trigger it, we can be able to use it for a success message, we can be able to use it for error message, we can be able to use it for a few more things, but not for deletion, because for deletion it has a little bit of issues which we need to modify for us to be able to use it. So inside here, I'm going to pass, in a sweet alert we can pass very many things. So the first thing we can pass is a title. I'm not going to pass all those many things, and in this case the title of our alert at this time is actually success, because we have successfully saved our data. So maybe I can just have it as success. Then we can have a comma and have another thing. So the next thing that I want is the text. So the title will be a little bit sort of like a heading, and then the text will be something that somebody can be able to read. So we can be able to give a little bit more detail. So we can say data saved successfully. Something of that sort. And then it's important for us also to pass in the icon. So the icons, they are different. You can be able to have an icon for maybe warning, an icon for alert for success, an icon, whatever it is that you are attempting to do. So in this case, our icon will be an icon for success, like that. And I think these ones are good enough for us to pass. I can be able to close that with a semicolon, and then we are good. I want us to go to our Livewire class and be able to handle or listen to this event. So I'm going to scroll, and we are going to open Sweet Alert. And inside the script tags, tags, I want us to listen to that event, and we're actually going to listen to more than one event in this case. So what I want to have, remember, there is something that we did similar to this. We can be able to listen to an event using JavaScript. So we can have document.add event listener, document.add event listener, and then we will check the time of initialization of Livewire. So in this case, we can have Livewire full colon initialized, like that. Then of course I want us to have an arrow function, and then we can be able to now process whatever it is that is being passed. So I'd just like to move this a little bit downwards such that it doesn't affect us when we are working on any other thing. So I want us to listen to the first event, which is the event that we have called swirl. So we can say at this dot on, this is how we learned that we can be able to listen to events inside the script tag. And then we can pass in our event, because in this case we are passing some data to it, and then we will have it like that. And then inside here is where we are going to now handle our event. So just to check that everything is working perfectly, I can just say alert 1 2 3, and then we try to click that button and see if this event will be dispatched. And here I have a typo, it's supposed to be document, not document. So I have corrected that. Let me refresh and then click on save, and there is nothing that is happening. Dispatch, yes, there is a typo in our component. So let me go and correct, because at least that one is descriptive. It has been able to help me to know where the error is. So dispatch, not depatch. Yes, like that. So okay, so let us refresh, try again, and now you can see we're having 1 2 3. So meaning our event is actually being listened to inside our script tags, and we can be able to process it further and be able to do or issue a sweet alert. So now remember, we have been passing our data. We have attached some data in the event. So I want us to just process the data and be able to attach each and everything where it's supposed to be. So we can say this data, we save in the variable data whatever it is that we have passed in our event, like that. And then now we can be able to process what we have here inside our swirl, in this case inside our sweet alert. So basically we are going to launch a sweet alert by saying swirl.fire, and then we will have it like that, and then the curly braces. And inside here, maybe I can begin by putting the icon, and then we can be able to access the icon from the data property that we have. So we can say data 0 and then icon. So again, inside those brackets we can say icon. We will have a comma, and then I can be able to just copy this several times. The next thing that we are going to have is title, and here we will have title, and then we will have text, and then here we will also pass text. I want us to see if our event is launched and we are able to have the sweet alert. So when I click save, nice, you can see we have a nice display of the success alert. I want to click OK and be able now to handle delete. For this delete button, what I want us to do is that I do not want to hit the endpoint delete, and let me just go ahead and create it. So we are going to go to our Livewire class and create a method called delete. So after save, it has to have function delete, like that. And then now I'm not going to hit that endpoint directly, because if I hit that endpoint directly, I'll be deleting. So I want the sweet alert to act sort of like a middleman, to be able to prevent me deleting the entry without being sure, or in other words, without confirmation. So I want to have on that button, I want us to have an event. So we are going to have several events here, and we are going to listen to all of them in various places. So I want, when we click this delete button, we dispatch an event. So we are going to have wire click, you are going to have dispatch, and then inside here we can be able to pass the name of our event, and let me just call it delete hyphen prompt, like that. So that is our event, and this event we are going to listen to it inside here. So after the first event, I want us to have another event listener. So in this case we can say at this dot on, and inside here we can be able to have the event. So in this case we have called it delete prompt hyphen prompt, like that. Then of course you have a comma, and then we pass in the event, and then we will have the arrow function, like that. So this is our second event, and just to check that everything is going on well, I want to alert 3, 4, 5, such that when I refresh and click on the delete button, now you can see 3, 4, 5 being displayed, and that is good because we are able to listen to that event perfectly. Now inside here I want us to be able to have our switch alert. So in this case we can be able to again have swirl.fire. In the previous example we were able to pass the data from our Livewire class to the to where we are handling the swirl event, where we're having success. And this one I said it can be able to handle various scenarios, but for the delete one it will just handle the delete scenario. And in this case I can be able, instead of passing in the data dynamically, I can be able to pass the data just like that. But of course you can be able to do it also dynamically. So let me have the curly braces, and inside here what I want us to have is that we're going to have a title, and the title we are going to just ask, are you sure? Because in this case this is a dangerous action. It's not like saving, because for saving you can be able to handle it and be able to check maybe if there's duplication and whatever, and prevent that from the backend. In this case we have title, and then we can have the text, and for the text I want to write, you are about to delete this record, and I can be able to put a comma and write this action is irreversible. So in other words, if you perform it, you cannot be able to reverse it. So that's okay. And then the icon, I want the icon to be warning. So in this case we can just have warning, like that. And it's supposed to be icon, not like that. Yes, it's just supposed to be icon that way. Yes. And then I can be able to just copy some of these things down. The next thing that we have after icon is show cancel button. So show cancel button, and in this case we can be able to say true. It just accepts a Boolean value, and then we can have confirm button color, confirm button color. In this case inside here we can be able to pass a color. I am going to pass color code here 30855D6. So that is our color. And then of course we can also have cancel button color. Cancel, we can pick that and then add color. And in this case, for this one, I want it to be hash D33. And then of course we can copy this one again one more time and add something else. I want us to have confirm button text. Maybe I can delete the whole of it. Confirm button, in this case now text, not color. Text. And here is the text that you have on the button. So in this case, I can just say yes. Delete it, like that. Maybe an exclamation. So you're saying yes, go ahead and delete in this case. And I think that is everything that we need to do on this sweet alert. I want to save and attempt and see what is being shown. So when we attempt to delete, now you can see we're having, are you sure you're about to delete this record? This action is irreversible. Now we have yes, delete, and we have cancel. So if we cancel, nothing should happen. And then if we say yes, delete, then we should be able to do a little bit more. But in this case, we are doing nothing. So after that, I would want to continue working on this. So I'm going to add .then here. So we have a process afterwards. So .then, and here we are going to check for result. So this is handled by sweet alert by default. So there is something that will be passed here as a result. So either we are canceling or we are confirming. So if we are confirming, then we can be able to do some further actions. So in this case, I'm saying if result dot is confirmed, if result dot is confirmed. So in this case, if I have clicked the confirm button and not the cancel button, then it means what I'm saying is that go ahead, delete this thing. So then inside here, we can be able to go ahead and handle a few things. So in this case, the first thing that I want to do is, because we have a confirmation to delete, I want to now hit the delete method and send an event that you actually do the deletion. So I'm going to pass an event here. I'm going to say this dot dispatch this dot dispatch, and then I'm going to have an event here. And what should I call it? Let me call it go on hyphen delete. What is that? Okay, let me copy it and then go to my Livewire class and handle and listen to this event. And because we have learned about some of these things, we will have our event listener here. Do you use attributes? So I'm going to just paste in our event. So go on delete. And then of course, for us to be able to use the attribute, we must import Livewire attributes above here. So we're going to have use Livewire attributes. on, like that. And I just want to check if actually we are hitting this endpoint. So I'm going to just do deleting, like that, and this you confirm to us whether when we click the button and confirm whether that event is being triggered. I want us to attempt, click on delete and click cancel. As you can see, nothing is happening, and that is fine. And then when we click delete and we say yes delete, now you can see we are having deleting, and this one is coming from our Livewire class as we have set just now. So in this case, everything is fine. So since I am not intending to have an example whereby we are having real code, here I'm going to just have a comment where we'll have code for deletion, or maybe the logic for that. And then afterwards, I need now to do another event that now we will now confirm that actually the deletion has gone on successful. So what I'm going to do is to have an event, and in this case I'm going to dispatch an event, a different event, this dispatch, and then what I'm going to pass here is just deleted. But of course, when you're having these event names, you must be careful such that they do not look similar. So you need to be very creative about that. But for purposes of what I'm doing, I'm not doing so much in my code. I do not have to struggle very much to get a unique name. So I just have dispatch deleted. I will go and check it out inside the sweet alert. So in this case, after we reach here, then we will dispatch this, and then after we dispatch this event, it will go to our Livewire class and the deletion will be performed. And I want now after that to listen to another event, and I'm going to listen to that event inside the confirmation just here. So if the deletion has gone on successfully, then I'm going to listen to another event. So we are going to have at this dot on, and in this case the event, I think we have called it deleted, and then of course we are going to pass in event, and then we will use the arrow function like that, and then process it here. So here I just want us to have a sweet alert. So you have swirl.fire, and then inside here we are just going to still have the code, and we do not have to do even much. I can just say deleted, and I can have your file has been deleted, or your record has been deleted. And then of course we can also pass the icon in this case, which is success, just like that. I will save it. I want us to attempt, and we can be able to click that, and when I click it, it seems nothing is happening. I want to inspect. We have unexpected string. So let me check. So this one deleted. Maybe I want when we have this event, let me first of all just alert that we have deleted, such that we can be able to just debug it slowly by slowly. So at this on deleted, then we can be able to do that. So let me attempt and see. Refresh, delete, and we're having a issue. Yes, delete it. Yes, delete. And we are saying delete. So I think that one is okay. And now inside here, I want to still attempt and be able to fire our switch alert. I do not know why it's not working. So we are going to have swirl. Let me just attempt again. Dot swirl dot fire, and we are going to have the curly braces like that. And the first thing I want to have is deleted, and then the next thing I want to have is your file or your record has been deleted. And then of course we are going to pass success like that. So let me attempt again and see if it works. I do not know why it did not work at first. Again, we are having an issue, and it is related to whatever it is that I'm passing. So in this case, it seems I will have to pass the data in a similar way in which I did pass previously. So what I'm going to have is title, maybe title like that, and then the text that way, and then finally the icon like that. We attempt and see if we have errors. I have no errors, so click delete. Yes, delete. And now you can see record deleted. Obviously for the save function, remember, since we are passing in the information dynamically, we can be able to also pass in some different icons. So in this case, if we go to our Livewire class, here we can be able to pass, instead of passing the icon success, we can pass even error or something. And then now if we click on save, then now you can see that we're having error. So we can be able to modify even the data to be able to have something of that sort. So in other words, what I mean is that for this event that we are calling swirl, we are dispatching the data that goes into our switch alert, and you can be able to modify it accordingly. So let me return it like that. And this is the end of this tutorial episode. I believe I have been able to add value to you. Thank you very much for following this tutorial episode up until this point. If you have not subscribed, I ask that you may please subscribe to my channel as a way of supporting what it is that I do. I ask also that you can be able to give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and you can be able to share. In doing so, you'll be able to show the YouTube algorithm that there is something of value that we have here, and they can be able to push my videos. Thank you very much.